guys, Ian here on Colorado 2022, and just made it over the Continental Divide. We're going down 50 right now, heading out to Gunnison and then go on to Montrose and finally end up in Ouray for the night tonight. Looking forward to the trip. Colorado is beautiful as always, and we'll try to keep you guys updated as we go.
We are heading to the amphitheater at camp. Hopefully there are spots available. I was told by a buddy of mine that it is absolutely beautiful.
I was in fan mode, and that kind of over revved, so that probably had a lot to do with it as well.
John and I are already discussing trans temps, and we've been on the trail for about 5 minutes. But it's all good. This is just remote enough to. Yep. That's it. Yep. This is that meadow. So we ended up meeting up in Ouray and then driving just a few miles to get to camp. And we ended up camping in a spot where a buddy of mine had been out earlier in the year with his adventure bike and suggested that this was definitely the place to camp. And I can't say that he was wrong. It was a beautiful camp spot, and we ended up hanging out there for the rest of the night and just getting to know each other. There were several people we hadn't met yet on this trip. We just finished packing up at camp. Got a late start this morning. Gonna get some gas, meet up with the last lone person to catch up with us, so we'll have 5 vehicles in total. We're gonna go check out the basins on Imogene, so like Tommy Boy, Camp Bird, Governor Basin. The goal today is just to explore those and hike around. And we'll try and make sure we record enough of it to give you guys a feeling for what it looks like. So we're in Governor's Basin. Beautiful drive up, about 12,000 feet. And yeah, just pan around, check it out. So
hey!
Hey guys, basically spent the day just exploring Governor's Basin and Yankee Boy Basin. Yankee Boy was definitely rougher than Governor's Basin, but it was great. We didn't have a chance to get over in the Sydney Basin. It just didn't work out for the day, but so now I'm walking over here just because I really want to take an awesome picture of camp, and got Taco with me, so should be a good time. Either way, figured I'd just have a little chit chat and see if I don't fall in this mud hole. Be great. There we go. But yeah, beautiful. You cannot go wrong coming out here.
So today we are going to try and go up and back on the Ouray side of Imogene, and we're just trying to get to the trailhead. There's a ton of traffic, but it is what it is, I guess. Camped out in Governor's Basin yesterday. Beautiful, and yeah, got a tour truck up here, but it's basically 2 lanes at this point.
Anything else you want to tell people?
I don't think so. I think we can leave that in there though.
Okie doke.
So we started off on Imogene, and right before we all got rolling, a red Jeep rolled in front of us and climbed up one section, and then we pulled up to talk to him, and it turned out they were actually just renting the Jeep, and they were trying to figure out how to get back to Ouray. So they ended up running the first part of Imogene with us until they could cut back down onto Camp Bird Road. So that is how we picked up a red Gladiator on the trip. Hey guys, there's a mine over here. I'm going to go look at the entrance of it. I'm going to get out. It's kind of a lot.
And no trespassing.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and break in. I am going to look. You hear the water dripping like way back in there. That's cool. Lawns everywhere. Very cool. Last year, in all the rush of getting up Imogene, we didn't do any exploring of any kind, and this year we realized we can drive right to the bottom. You can pull on the far side of Cary if you'd like.
Keep that carry. It's actually not uphill.
I may just find a nice big wide spot and we'll regroup and I'll record you guys getting to that wide spot, and maybe we'll make one more final push to the top just based on what we can and can't see here.
Ian, that's the only other blind spot right there that you're coming across. So,
Okay.
scout for us.
Having fun. Almost to the top of Imogene. Picking our way around here. I've caught up to one of the forerunners, but I'm in the crazy wide switchback multiple option area. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up on the side and let him pass. And let him know that there are the 4 of you coming up to be on the lookout. So way down here, we have Rob pulling Cary, and Jondz waiting. I climbed way up above the masses. It's a hellacious hike, but yeah, beautiful up here. Do a quick video loop around the Storm and Telluride. We came over from Ouray, just down here, and then you've got the $1 Million Highway way down in this basin valley, and absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, so we have made it to the top of Imogene Pass. I took a hike up there, trying to make sure I link that video in. I'm trying to record with a bunch of different things here, but yeah, so the wife's enjoying her good book and holding the radio to keep it from smacking me in the face. But yeah, so today's actually the first day for the Telluride side being open, so we're kind of pumped about that. We weren't really sure what we were going to do today. We were just going to go up and back on Imogene, or if we were going to go somewhere else. So looking forward to that. Looks like there's a lot of opportunity for trails we might end up running over and doing Ophir just to get back to the $1 Million Highway, and then pick something on the map that looks interesting. So yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Snow in July.
Yesterday, finished up Imogene Pass. Lucked out. We're the first available group to get down the Telluride side. Found a nice spot to camp. A little buggy, but it was good. And then making our way over to Ophir to get back over to the $1 Million Highway today and see what else we can get into. People recommended Corkscrew Pass. As people we've been discussing Engineer, and yeah, we'll see which way we want to go here. I'm about to make a left so I can get into Ophir. That's why I'm kind of stopping. So yeah, so we're gonna go up here into Ophir and make ourselves a trip over the mountains again. So yeah, we'll keep you guys up to date.
stuck in this bend here.
Well, I didn't see anybody in there. They're pretty. That fair's been great. Super scenic. I love all the aspens down at the bottom, and then it's been really forgiving to let two-way traffic through until you kind of get into this loose rock section here, and then it's pretty much you gotta just let everybody pass. But yeah, it's good letting everything. Carrie's cooling down over there. Now got the other half of the group in that wide spot turn, and then we're in this section here, Braden and I, and then we're gonna make our push to the top. It looks like there used to be an old trail here back in the day, and instead of taking this road you could go over there. But yeah, beautiful. One of the things that actually surprised me about Ophir was that it was really only rocky on the one side. On the Ophir side of the pass, it was rocky, but on the kind of $1 Million Highway side, it was a groomed gravel road. I was kind of thinking there'd be more trail to go down, but that's just not the case. So after completing kind of the trail to Clear Lake, we parted ways with Braden and Rob, and they headed back home. And then myself and John and Carrie, we all actually went over into Silverton and got some dinner, and then started Corkscrew Pass. And that was interesting because of all the trails we had run, this was really the first trail that was actually kind of greasy at the bottom because it had rained just before we had gotten there. And so either way, Corkscrew Pass ends up being awesome, as with every other mountain pass that I've experienced in Colorado. They all have their own little flair, but this one was noteworthy on the entry for sure. Here, top of Corkscrew Pass, letting the truck cool down just to be nice to it, because I like to keep everything around 200. But it is just absolutely unreal. There's trails as far as you can see, just all through behind me. It's spaghetti on Gaia, essentially. So let's see what else we can find. I realized that. Day 4, final day of our trip. We just finished Corkscrew Pass. It's really just beautiful scenery everywhere, which we've said practically every day. Checking out right now, just taking 5 and checking out the couple of these old mines and points of interest, and gonna keep going. I will say I'm a little disappointed in my prototype heat sink that I created. I think I left too much mass in it, and so at a certain point it's great, and then it eventually becomes saturated, and it actually hurts me a little bit. So, but it's comparable to Jondz fan up until it gets completely soaked with
My
heat.
$10 fan.
Yeah, your $10 fan. Yeah, it's comparable to your $10 fan until it gets completely heat soaked. So it's been good testing, checking stuff out, and yeah, just gonna try to get out of the truck a little bit more today, stretch our legs before we start making the trek back to Pennsylvania. Water's like dammed up. It's definitely it's so black that it literally just absorbs all of my flashlight from my phone. It's like you can't even see up shining it. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. After we finished checking out all the mines, we weren't quite done yet, so we went ahead and went over to check out Velocity Basin. And when we got there, it was actually a trailhead as well. So we ended up parking the vehicles and taking a hike up into kind of these wildflower fields, and it really was a great way to stretch the legs and take in a little bit more scenery before we made the drive home. Trip has come to an end. We airing up just outside of Silverton, and basically we're gonna go into town, grab a few odds and ends here, and then call it. Trip's over. Everybody's going home. Hey guys, Ian here, wrapping up the Colorado trip, and basically we're heading back home at this point. The trip was amazing. As always, Colorado seems to deliver just beautiful views over and over and over again, to the point where you run out of adjectives to describe what you're looking at. So just a fantastic time, good people, got to meet some new people, gonna try and maybe put a trip together like this again for next year, possibly, because every year I've come out it's been good. So something to think about for us at least, and we'll try and let you guys know when we're coming out. Love meeting up with everybody. It's always cool to meet new people and check out everybody's stuff. So either way, yeah, see you guys later.